Welcome back here on a Friday morning edition, Cooper Company Live. A first for Athens, Alabama. You look kind of like Robin Hood.
Robin Hood? You think so?
Yeah, you're bringing in your bow and arrows in here. This is Dan Meyers. Good morning, Dan. How are you?
Morning.
Living now in Hartselle, Alabama, where his wife is from, but does a lot of stuff in Nashville. Now, you told me that, are you a musician also?
I am a musician. That was my whole field for years and years and years. Was working in music in Nashville, in the music business up there. But you know what? Every place you look, there's musicians everywhere, and there's...
So how did you come up? Now, his art, mine's creating BS in the morning.
He uses his mouth.
His is swallowing swords. And we're asking for volunteers in the audience. Dr. Coleman, what does that do for your teeth?
Don't hit him.
We'll ask him in a minute. This is our dentist.
Oh, okay.
And we'll do it in a minute. But now, when did you get into this?
I started in 1997, started researching it and learning about it. And at that time, I'd been doing fire eating for about 25 years.
A fire eater too?
Yeah. And juggling and stilt walking and various things. But at that time, I thought fire eating was pretty unique. Well, come to find out, there's probably 2 or 3 fire eaters in every major city around the world, multiplied times 50,000 cities, so there's probably 150,000 fire eaters around the world.
Oh, really? Never thought about that stat.
Hundreds of thousands of jugglers. But when I heard there were less than 1 sword swallowers left in 1997, I said, I've got to try that.
What is wrong with you?
Did the others die off?
Yeah, they have been, actually. We lost a couple last year and a couple the year before, literally. Yeah.
How dangerous of a stunt is this? Don't get your hands on me.
I know, I don't want to touch them.
What do you think? I mean,
well, I mean, how do you practice for that?
Very, very carefully.
So when you stick that down your mouth, how far is it going to come down your...
It'll come right down to about to my belt buckle, about to my belly button.
Now, have you been injured doing this?
I have. In 2005, I was swallowing 5 swords at once, and I put them down in Hartselle, and my stomach retched upwards, and it punctured the bottom of my stomach. And I couldn't eat solid food for a month. Almost gave everything up. I almost died on that one. But
5 at once?
My record is 8. I've got to. I said again.
You don't have that big of a mouth.
It's not. It's the throat that's the problem. You got to have the throat wide enough to be able to get it in there. So.
I bet you've heard all kind of jokes.
The reason Danny's up here, and we're so blessed to have him come by and visit with us on this Friday morning. But you say coming up this Thursday is National Sword Swallowers Day.
International Sword Swallowers Awareness Day. Wow. I run the Sword Swallowers Association International out of Hartselle. And I am calling for all sword swallowers worldwide to swallow swords on February 28th, do demonstrations for medical facilities, hospitals, that type of thing, to raise awareness that sword swallowing is still alive and it is still
now, you're going to be in Athens next Thursday.
I'm going to be, actually, I've got 5 appearances on Thursday. I'll be performing at Josephine's, my wife's Christian Coffee House in Hartselle, at Josephine's restaurant. We're doing the grand opening there where Dwight Tankersley, the mayor of Hartselle, is going to pull the sword out of my throat and cut the ribbon with that. And then he's going to proclaim the day as International Sword Swallowers Day.
And you're going to be at Friendship Methodist, too.
I'll be at Friendship Methodist on Thursday night about, I believe it's 6 or 6:30 for the Upward program. Everybody come on out if you get a chance. This is something you may never, ever get to see again in your lifetime.
And we're going to do it live right here. Now, what does it do for your breath?
Well, I've got coffee breath, as you can probably tell, trying to get up this early. Yeah, there you go.
Now, I know you've done this once before this earlier because I've seen Robert Reeves. He visited you in Channel 19. I think, I don't know if you did anything, but I know he was talking to you that morning.
Yeah.
Robert, by the way, will be one of the guest Chili Challenge judges tomorrow, too, up here, so we look forward to seeing it. All right, how do you do this, Dan?
Do you have a favorite sword?
I do have a favorite. I've got several favorites.
Miss Blakely, would you like to get in on this?
We have time for 2 of them? Do we have time for 2? Okay. I'm going to start with the small one here.
We're not going to rush him.
You're not going to rush me?
Dr. Coleman, be on standby.
Please.
And I'll let you go ahead.
Charlotte, did she get that waiver
Gloria,
signed?
I am going to let you go ahead and check out that blade. Make sure it's real. Make sure it doesn't curl or fold up or bend up into the handle.
No tricks to it. I'm not touching it.
It's a little rattly, but that's
okay.
That's not going to, that's real.
It's real.
Real steel?
Real.
Okay. And what I'm going to do.
I can watch this.
Matthew, you're next.
Unless you want to try this one, Matthew.
Zeke going.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repress the gag reflex in the back of my throat, slide the blade down the back of my throat. Right back here behind my Adam's apple, I'll get to my epiglottis. Now, that's one of the trickiest parts. I have to flip my epiglottis back, okay? When I do that, I'll drop the blade down into my upper esophagus here, Okay? And as it goes down, it'll go down between my lungs, and it'll actually nudge against my heart. Your heart is actually about in the center of your body here, and it'll nudge on my heart and push my heart over to the left.
Damn.
And if you watch very carefully, you can see the blade beat with my heart like this.
Now, how many times have you done this?
A few.
Okay.
And then it'll go on down. I'll have to relax the peristalsis reflex in the throat, and then the Brett's reflex in the stomach. This one will not go into the stomach. This will go right down about to just below my
What I
breastbone.
thought, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay, God bless you. Should there be
Well,
a
thank
problem?
you. Oh, he already has. So, and he
Yes,
keeps
he
blessing
has.
me. You ready for this
Yeah,
one?
I'm ready.
You want to try one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd
right.
like for me to.
No.
This one's gonna go. This one's gonna go right down to about here. Okay. Here goes.
Oh, I'm going to be sick.
Get out.
Oh, good.
Next, Frank.
Anybody? Any takers here?
Oh.
Anybody want to come up and have him take a
I
lick?
just don't want to say, hey, I'm going to swallow a sword today. Now, do you have longer ones than that?
I do. I have longer ones.
Let's see one.
You want to see the longer? Let's go with this one right here. And that. I'll let you take a look at that one.
Recently, you've been traveling. You're going all over the world now, aren't you?
I opened for Ripley's, believe it or not. I've got 3 Guinness World Records right now, and Ripley's, believe it or not, cartoon for swallowing one of those swords right there underwater in a tank of 80 sharks and stingrays at the Ripley's, believe it or not, aquarium in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Weren't you involved with something with the Nobel Peace Prize recently?
Actually, I wrote a paper on sword swallowing for the British Medical Journal in 2006. That paper got picked up, and I won the 2007 Ig Nobel Prize in Medicine at Harvard in October. So next week...
And y'all thought he's just an ordinary sword swallower.
Yeah, just...
Sounds like the best.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
man.
Yep.
Okay, this is a real heavy sword. It's all yours.
And that's the real deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll swallow this one. It'll come down to right about here, right about down to my belly
You
button
can't
here.
feel it if you...
And when I swallow...
What if you burp or something while you got that down?
Let's hope not. I try not to drink too much coffee. I don't like doing this on an empty stomach, but it's early this morning.
I got some Chick-fil-A biscuits over there. You might want to try one of those.
It's amazing how clean the sword comes out.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry to gross you.
Get out.
What I'm going to, when I swallow it, it'll go down to right about here. Then I'm going to attempt to double my body in half like this, okay? And I'll lean around here like this, and I'm going to ask you to grab the blade and pull it straight out, okay? Think you can do that?
Jamie, don't you... No, what if he does it wrong?
Why don't you do it?
I...
All right, we'll let you do it.
All right, let's go.
With that one.
Which one?
Another
is gonna do
sword
it?
swallower.
Which one are you going to do it?
Make him do it. I don't have the nerve
All right.
to do it.
Oh,
Lisa
now,
Coleman
now-
just got here. She may want to
Okay.
do it.
I'll get it.
Jamie, when you pull it out, yeah. When you pull it out, just pull it straight out like this.
All right.
Now, don't wait too long.
She's going to do it.
I'm going to let you do it. We'll
I'm
let you
gonna
both
stand
do it.
behind
Let's
him.
try it.
But when you pull
That
it
way
out,
he gets the blame.
when you pull it out, don't take too long or my stomach can retch. So pull it out fairly quickly, okay?
Okay.
But not too quick. I don't want you to slice the sides
First
of
of
my
all,
throat.
this does
Yeah.
not sound good at all. You pull it out.
Where's my
I'll let
attorney?
you do it.
All right, we ready?
Now, whatever you do, don't go like this,
Yeah.
okay? It's not a joystick.
Right.
So just pull it straight out like this. And whatever you do, don't push, okay? That's not a good thing. Just pull it
Man
straight.
murdered on television live.
Do you just trust people so easily?
I do. No, what I want you to do is pull it straight out, pull it right over your head like this, okay? And
Pull
then
it
don't
straight out.
Don't step right under it, and just in case anything drips off of it. But
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
I
are
stay
you
ready.
ready?
I'm
Ready
behind
is
him.
my middle name.
Am I ready? Here goes. All real,
Question.
all steel, all the way down the hatch.
All real, all steel.
I am going to be sick. Easy, Jamie.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it's the first time you've ever done that, isn't it?
This is exactly the first time I've ever done that.
And last.
The world's most famous sword swallower in Athens, Alabama this morning just performed live on Cooper & Company on
I'm so glad
ZTV 11.
That went well.
Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, and you'll be back in Athens Thursday night, in Hartselle Thursday morning, opening up a business over that way, and then traveling to London.
And I'm doing the Hartselle Hospital on Thursday. I'm doing several medical clinics during the day in honor of Sword Swallowers Day, and then heading to London, Cambridge, Oxford, Imperial College, BBC over in London the next 2-3 weeks after that.
And
Give your wife a plug again in Hartselle where she
Josephine's Christian Coffee House in Hartselle on Nancy Ford Road. And come by and see us. We're doing the grand opening at 10 o'clock on Thursday morning with Mayor Tankersley.
And you've opened for people like Brooks and Dunn and folks
Brooks
like that.
Brooks and Dunn for 2 years. I worked with the Gaither, Bill Gaither Trio for a few years. So.
Will you be safe?
And if there's any churches around here in the area you'd like to have me come out for an Upward program or a youth program.
You need your own show on ZTV.
Okay.
Sure do.
Sounds
Thank you very much, Dan, for coming up. A first for me in television. Hey, can we bar two of these? I want to do a little fencing in here in a minute. Me and Dr. Coleman. We'll be right back. We'll take a break. Y'all hang on this Friday morning edition of Cooper & Company's Sword Swallowing at its finest.
Open up.
Right here. Y'all hang on.